Hey boyo, welcome back to another Hades video with Gazebo. Hey friends, it's Gazebo here. Welcome back to beating up Skelly in Hades. Last time we unlocked the bow and gave nectar to Cerberus.
Sweet release.
And not much else of significance that I can recall. But I should say, and I don't remember if I did it last time, but if you enjoy today's episode, you should consider liking and subscribing and leaving me some comments. They brighten my day. Now let's get into this.
Archer I know of. Well, several really. Anyway, in the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
Artemis, right?
Heard about
Yep.
you? Look, I'm not like all the others on Olympus. The power of the hunt helps keep me company, so maybe it'll help you too.
Special is stronger, plus chance to deal crit. Cast seeks foes, 10% chance to deal crit. Dash strike deals more damage. I feel like I'm going to be doing that a decent amount with this, because
Power of the hunt sounds like good company to keep.
it's faster charge and it's a good dodge. Because that puts it at doing a little bit more damage than my normal attack, actually. So, which probably going to be great to have.
More coming.
Because our base attack does 60 and our dash does 80. Or it did 80, yep. There we go.
This can unlock something back home.
Zeus. Ooh. Lightning on our base attack, though, could be pretty sick. With the bow and everything. Oh, that counted as backstab, though. That was pretty good. Let's see.
So my elusive Artemis has shown you favor, has she? The little scamp. She seldom shows respect to anyone, not even me. But I'll enhance her blessing nonetheless.
Ooh. Zeus can enhance blessings. Interesting. Or, no, he was just saying he'll give another. Your attack emits chain lightning when you damage a foe. Special causes lightning bolt to strike nearby foes. Ooh. Plus, our special on the bow is like that spread, like wide shot of... That could be really good. But I think our base attack is also pretty good. Get another one of these. Oh, and it does still affect our dash strike. Good to know.
Right there.
Cool. Yeah. Hephaestus's hammer can cause us to do different types of, like, attack damage, I guess. Also, it said I backstabbed one of those, and the idea of backstabbing a sentient face is very funny to me for some reason. Upgrade.
Should get this bow back into tip-top shape.
Ooh. Attack deals 150% damage to nearby foes. Attack deals 200% damage to distant foes. Special pierces foes and deals 400 plus 400% damage to armor. I think it's gotta be plus 200 to distant foes, right?
All tuned up.
Because the bow's got some good range. So I think plus 200% to distant foes is just a good thing to have in general. The question is, how far is distance?
felt something.
Ooh, this is a shop. Life Essence instant passive. Ensure an Infernal Trove will spawn ahead where possible. Yes? Oh, it's only a one-time use, though, by the looks of it.
Doomstone. Hide.
Ow. There we go.
Gone all to pieces.
You've had a brush with Megara the Fury, haven't you?
Yeah.
Oh, I know a thing or two about that one. Though lately we Olympians no longer mingle with those living in the underworld. You're the only exception.
Interesting. Special does more damage. Cast is wide shot. Short range blast to it inflicts weak. Resists some damage from nearby foe attacks.
I'm all worked up.
Sure. That's a statement to make. That's kind of a wild statement to make, given the circumstances.
That must be one of those infernal troves.
Ooh.
How bad could it be?
How bad can I be?
No time to lose.
How bad can I possibly be?
Ah, that's enough.
Well, that's better.
Again, there's the spectators in the top left. That's a very interesting detail.
Easy.
Indeed.
God's
Attack
grant me
emits
strength.
lightning chain when you damage a foe. Special deals more damage and inflicts weak. I think I want more lightning damage.
Palm power.
Right?
Anything I need.
Passive, you deal plus 50% damage, striking undamaged foes 6 encounters. Passive, traps deal 500% more damage to foes. Eh.
Oh, God.
Do
Oh,
not
God.
presume that you escape my notice, boy.
Maybe I do, though. Survive 45 seconds.
Cheers for the coin.
Also, there's a lot of British or English expressionism in some of these characters, and for
Got to hold on.
Greek mythology, that is a choice.
Enough, I've better things to do.
Sure you do.
Go.
There's just a lot of very proper English expression going on with some of these dialogue bits. The cheers for the coin is specifically is what I'm calling out. There was one other one where I was like, that was weirdly British. Is this a British game? Was this a game made by a Brit? A couple of Brits? Also, I don't think I've done my cast once this entire run.
Power of Olympus.
Attack emits chain lightning. Special deals more damage. Dash strike deals more damage. Ooh, that could be good. Coin, Aphrodite, and Artemis. Just casually both of them.
The gods want me to pick a favorite.
Oh.
I'm grateful.
Deadly Strike. Your attack is stronger with 15% chance to deal critical damage. Will replace Lightning Strike. Nope. Cast Seeks Foes. 10% chance to deal crit. Any damage you deal has a chance to be critical. Cool. Crit chance plus 2%. Okay.
Now, dearest, surely there's no way that could have been one of the wiser choices that you've lately made.
Lady Aphrodite, I'm sorry. She's angry now.
I feel like I made the right choice still. Not gonna lie. Oh, that did a lot of damage though. So maybe I didn't.
Let's just say we kissed and made up, dearest. Just do not anger me again, or I might come down and kill you there myself.
Okay. Dash deals damage where you end up inflicting weak. When foes are slain, they damage nearby enemies, resist them damage from nearby foes. Will replace Hunter Dash. Nope. So we gotta do Dying Lament then. Yeah? Yeah. Then we'll do some max health increase. Yeah?
That's life.
Indeed. And then this should be the boss room, I think. Yep.
Oh, hello.
What are you doing, Zagreus? The underworld is sealed off. What you're attempting is impossible. You've seen what happens when you go too far.
Have I?
This place can't stay sealed shut forever, Meg. In the meantime, I thought I'd get some practice in, you know?
I'm not your practice partner, fool.
Could have fooled me. I want to try and constantly inflict weak, so when I do get hit, I don't take as much damage.
Beg me for mercy, fool.
No.
Come, wretches.
Do. Have I mentioned how much I love the soundtrack of this game? So good.
Not again.
Yes, again.
I'll kill you where you stand.
You sure can try.
Kill. No.
We didn't even die this time. So we still have our token.
Yes. The ancient blood.
Again.
This holds some sort of power, but for what?
I don't know. Shop.
Off to
Eye of
Asphodel.
Lamia. Slain foes have... Ooh, okay, for 3 encounters. Gain a random item offered from the well. Gain +1 for your cast. What?
What do I get?
What did I get? Cyclops Jerky. Passive, your attack deals 30% damage for 6 encounters. Okay. I
I'll just
like
go on.
that. I'm pretty sure.
Good.
Interesting.
Change of scenery at least.
Change of scenery at least.
The bloodless lie in wait out there, I guess.
I guess. Does that mean Skelly's out there? Hey, nice place you got here, boyo.
Bone rakers.
Ow. I need to be remembering to use my specials so they don't deal as much damage.
Lord Zeus. In the name of Hades.
Cast is a burst of chain lightning. Lightning effects also make foes jolted. After you take damage, your foe is struck by lightning. Let's do jolted. Dying Lament. That was the other Aphrodite one I had. Key or night? Key or night?
Where now?
Key. Now, the problem with my current build is I now have to be very careful about where I dash.
Surprise.
Which means it is harder to just dash places.
One for the stash.
Ooh, Hermes, right? Probably something that makes me faster if I do get anything of his. Is that just a ball of snakes? Oh, it's like a, Medusa head, sorta.
Gust of air. This mark, almost like a batwing. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
I was gonna say Birdwing, but he might not have seen birds.
Found you. Good. Hermes, at your service. Pleasure. You are the talk of Olympus. Normally I wouldn't get mixed up, but for you, I'll be making an exception. Now come on, we've both got places to be.
After you dash, briefly become sturdy. Hold cast to fire in rapid succession. Your special is faster. Ooh.
Appreciate the lift, Lord Hermes, sir. Now let's go.
Interesting. Dionysus or Aphrodite. Our build is mostly Artemis and Aphrodite, so we might as well go with Aphrodite.
That's a problem.
Ow. This is a terrible combination of enemies for me. Oh, did I finally kill her? Ow.
Until next time, gigantic Gorgon head. In the name of Hades.
Cast is wide, short-range blast that inflicts weak. Weak effects are more potent. Weak damage reduction? Oh, because they deal less damage, I get it. Weak afflicted foes are more susceptible to damage. Ooh. Yes, I want that. Uh-huh. I also forgot what the Cyclops jerky was doing. I deal 30% more damage. Okay.
Bloodless. That was for last time.
Oh, because technically, the serpent didn't kill me. One of these guys killed me. That makes sense. Ow. I still have my token, but I am on 6 health. So I probably die next room no matter what. But I will be revived. The end is never the end, my friend. Ooh. I forgot about that. I should not have I should not have died to that, but that's on me, not on the game. That was definitely a my skill issue sort of thing. That was a me being impatient sort of issue. Power up shop, power up shop, power up shop, power up. Power up.
The power of the gods.
Special deals more damage and inflicts weak when foes are slain. Okay. Okay. Victim's next attack self-inflicts lightning damage that harms nearby foes. I didn't even realize that. I thought it was... I don't know what I thought it was, but, because weak is also making it so I can
All aboard.
do more damage. So I should be using that as well.
I'll get you for last time.
Okay. Just... Whoa! Forgot about that attack. Okay. Just keep dealing damage as much as possible. Okay. This is when the other heads start coming in. Now, to my advantage, they do group together a little bit on the sides because of how many heads there are. Which means I will be doing just a little bit of more shock damage here and there. Ah, the music here is so good, too. I am very close to death, but it's fine. It's okay. Everything will be good. Hydra vanquished. Cool. Was it supposed to be showing something cooler there?
Any more heads you'd like chopped off? No? Nice.
Diamond. With the heart-seeking bow. Interesting. I didn't realize that was the name of the weapon.
You are testing my patience.
Indeed.
Good.
This... Yes. Also yes. Also, nothing to interact with here.
Never been this far. Yes.
Okay. The question is there another area beyond the third area? Ooh, I got an
The Fields
achievement.
of Elysium.
The rare heavenly splendors of Elysium, reserved for only the most great of mortal souls, spread forth luxuriantly all about the fire-stepping prince.
Luxuriantly? Really?
I mean, that is the word the narrator used. Also, the fact we can hear the narrator brings into question who the narrator is. Which I'm sure somebody already knows, but I don't.
Bright swords.
You've never been this far, yet you know the name of this enemy.
That eyeball, is that him? That one's rearming.
Never been this far before, yet knows the name of enemies, is interesting. Right, because I think if they get back to
Right on
a
cue.
sword after death, they can be revived. If I remember correctly, it's been a hot minute, as I've said previously.
Damn it, one's come back.
Attack hits up to 3 foes, dealing plus 15% base damage for each. Yes.
Fixed up.
Max health or power up. I need health if I plan on going any further in this area.
Splitters.
I need to be remembering to use my special. And my cast, really. Both I need to use more.
Rot.
There we go.
That's good.
That definitely could have gone worse. Also, whatever's playing in the background is definitely using bass, and it sounds great, as bass does.
Long spears. Lord Uncle Zeus.
Lord Uncle Zeus. Electric shock on my cast. Storm lightning, chain lightning effects bounce more times before expiring. Your collectible cast Bloodstone. Strike nearby foes with lightning every 1 second. I think I want more chain lightning, though. TBH. Artemis, because we already have Artemis upgrades.
The Bull of Minos.
You come from the bowels of hell. This is not your place.
I agree.
Agreed on both counts. Just passing through, so if you'll excuse me.
I will not. The champion of Elysium would never back down from such a contest. Neither will I.
Wait, you're not the champion of Elysium? You're the Bull of Minos. I can't imagine who's even stronger than you. Is it Heracles? Tell me it's Heracles.
Are we fanboying over Heracles?
I will not. You talk too much, short one. Come get destroyed.
No thanks. Oh, the music just got epic. Hold on. Ow. Now? What do you mean now? That makes it sound like you're planning an ambush. Yeah, are you planning an ambush?
Right
Oh. Oh. I couldn't get away. I tried. I failed. Oh, that did 630 damage? Seriously? I have been underutilizing my range.
This is the fate of those who challenge me.
I don't know how I'm supposed to avoid that, to be honest. That was insane.
Oh, that bull hits rather hard.
Shades of the dead mill constantly within the house, complaining of their woes and seeking audience from any who would listen.
I listen.
Disgraceful.
Indeed.
Who's that sniveling shade to your immediate left there, Father? Already found someone new to do the busy work. And here I thought I was utterly indispensable.
That shade boy is my newly designated contractor. One whose responsibility is to work on this house. Though who shall pay for everything my subjects here demand, I do not know.
You're trying to guilt me into funding the exorbitant furnishings you desire.
Indeed.
Perhaps once we are finished with repairs for all the carnage you have sown throughout my realm, then we might finally have time for all the needed renovations that have piled up.
Nice.
Don't you have someplace else to be?
Can we not give Hades the nectar we collect? Because I could have sworn we could. At some
Too
point.
pricey for me.
Yeah, I got no gemstones.
You really ripped the lounge to pieces, boy? I hope you didn't get yourself in too much trouble. I'm sorry to have worried you like that.
The guilt-racked monster Cerberus admits to committing the crime, expressing some remorse for having implicated the incendiary prince.
Cheer up, boy. It'll be all right.
Incendiary is
He's the
a
best we had,
interesting
boy.
description.
Seek pity someplace else.
There's a good boy. Thought you'd like that.
Cerberus is overjoyed to have received such a delicious treat.
+1 heart. What does that mean for me? Because there's nothing else I can access here.
You'll get the hang of it out there, lad. For all our sparring practice, there's no teacher like the real thing. Now then, I have something for you.
For me?
What, wait, you're giving me your codex? I can't accept something like this.
Well, you're going to.
Please, I insist. I want your love of history to grow, not just your love of warfare. Besides, maybe you can finish out the rest of it.
Ooh.
I'm grateful.
Achilles. Learn more by having conversation. See no reason to regale you with stories of my past. Suffice it is that I fought as bravely as I could alongside many of the finest men the world has ever known. Sisyphus. Most of those who earn the highest form of punishment in Tartarus committed acts I hesitate to commit to the page, though Sisyphus is an exception to the rule. Cerberus. The fearsome multi-headed hound of hell, really not so bad as his deserved reputation otherwise would lead you to believe. Yes, the massive beast has feasted on no short supply of interlopers to the underworld, or on those attempting to escape. However, tales of the numbers of his heads are oft exaggerated, and in his old age his temperament has grown much more relaxed. Indeed, he seems one of the sole source of comfort for the house's grim master. Skelly. The animated skeleton and I, we seldom get along. He is too talkative for me and spouts such simple condolences to all those in earshot, seemingly as though he were never an expert in the ways of war. Master of the heavens, God among gods, so much of my mortal life was impacted by him, and now even in death I serve as brother. I do not think that I have much say for the Lord Zeus, which is not widely known. Already so many words! Once he overthrew the Titans, his own ancestors, to wrest control of all the heavens and the earth, he yet presides as rule over all. Poseidon, the master of the seas, the earth shaker, brother to Lord Hades and Lord Zeus. The Lord Poseidon, I am ever grateful that while I was living, he was merciful to me down here. However, I must say I rarely feel his influence. All of us, we are beneath him now. Of some things I am certain, and one of them is this, that there were many times during my mortal life when my spear found its mark thanks to Pallas Athena. I can't read. Aphrodite. Aphrodite wields her beauty and her charm with much the same lethality as I could wield the spear. I've seen her handiwork firsthand, and it is often not as pretty as she is. The goddess of the hunt has always held my highest admiration. Unlike so many of her brethren on Olympus, she seems unconcerned with being praised at every turn by mortals, and instead she dutifully holds her station as a master of the natural world. Ares, although my heart has long since stopped, it yet hold love in it for all the gods, save one, the one who made and ruined me as well. I have no kind words to impart to him, except perhaps in form of this concession: war, much like the heavens and the sea, can be considered as a force of nature. Perhaps I ought to feel kinship with the easygoing son of Zeus, for it is said that he has some mortal blood in him, not just divinity. One of the free-spirited sons of Zeus, he is patron to travelers, traders, even tricksters. Youthful in spirit and appearance, he could be mistaken for a common lad if not for his extraordinary swiftness. Hades. What is there to say about the master? Master not just of the house in which I work, but of the eternity of the domain beneath the earth. The place we all end up after we die. He is a god of character. I have to give him that. In life, I once served someone who reminded me of him a little, yet even the kingliest of mortals pales in comparison. Suffice it then to say that the Lord Hades takes matters of his fate-appointed underworld in uttermost seriousness. Nyx. Mother Night, we like to call her, though rare is the occasion when she dotes on us. She has her many, many children to look after, many of whom reside now in locales well beyond my reckoning, and perhaps even beyond hers. Zagreus. Take one look at him, and I think any questions of his parentage are soon resolved. He never seemed to like it much there growing up with Lord Hades' well-appointed house. One day I took him on as a disciple under orders from Lord Hades. The master worried that his heir lacked any firm direction in his life, and indeed Zagreus took well to the martial ways, Marital. No. Marshall Ways, and I am proud to say now that he was my student. Learn more by discovering more of the story. Charon. The Stygian boatman is a lot of things, although I am afraid he isn't much for conversation. I have tried, though, perhaps not persuasively enough. It is said that sleep is the cousin of death. That turns out to be not quite correct, insofar as the two, in fact, are brothers born to Nyx herself. The former of the two we call Hypnos. He whiles away half sleeping, watching over the pool of sticks in the foyer of the house, taking stock of those arriving in the master's domain or returning to it. So, it turns out to be not quite correct insofar as to say the two, in fact, are brothers born to Nyx herself. So sleep is the brother of death. Death would be Thanatos? The ancient Fury Sister deal retribution for eternally against all those whose lives unspeakably befouled the lives of others. I definitely read that wrong. They each seem to relish their grim work, though none so much as Megara, the first among them. So there's more areas we're going to find. The Underworld, House of Hades. Having been appointed by the Fates to reign beneath the earth for eternity, the Master was awarded a permanent place of residence at the base of his domain, in addition to a wide variety of responsibilities to the dead. Tartarus. The lowest reaches of the Underworld are reserved not just for the Master's own abode, but for the benefit of every wretch who, in the course of drawing breath, failed every opportunity to leave any sort of positive impression behind. Asphodel, among the many reasons it is best for mortals to strive to treat each other reasonably well, is that after having lived their short lives, they may wind up stuck with one another for eternity in the meadows of Asphodel. Elysium. Some mortals surely would wish to live forever if only they could, though for the sensible ones, spending an eternity in the fields of Elysium would be their foremost choice, to be forever in that beautiful place together with only the greatest souls to have ever lived. So much lore. Stygius, the blade of the underworld, must have been among the finest weapons ever wielded back when it was whole. Back when the 6 elder gods sealed the Titans in the deepest recesses of Tartarus, that blade evidently played no small role in their success. It must have been Lord Poseidon who brandished that blade before he opted for that trident he so likes. Now the blade lies broken, survived only by its burning soul. I knew the Master Hades would pay little heed if I provided all the shattered remnants of the thing to his own son, who naturally was able to reconstitute them into something more than functional indeed. Okay, learn more by slaying 416 more foes with the blade. Cool. Coronact, the so-called Heartseeker, is certainly the finest bow ever conceived, and wielded once by none other than the mistress Hera, who stood side by side with Zeus and on better terms back then as they drove back the Titans under a storm of arrows and thunder. Hera since abandoned her once warlike ways, quite understandably, for she has greater matters to attend to now. However, Coronact yet yearns for further bloodshed. No. I'm not doing it. You can't make me. Also, no. I'm not doing it. You can't make me. Titan blood. Nope. Undiscovered. I refuse. That was so much reading.
Wonder where Nyx went.
Good question.
What are your sisters up to these days, Meg? I've not seen them around.
We're stretched a little thin, as you can see. Some kind of war up there meant lots of business here. I'm left to hold the line. And deal with you.
Indeed.
It's never bedtime here.
Then why have a bed?
Give me strength.
I have 5
Now we're
keys.
talking. Skelly.
There you are.
There you are.
Hey, Skelly, you look like you know your way around Tartarus. Found some of this ancient Titan blood out there, and I was looking to score some more.
Ah, you come to the right place regarding that there, pal. It's your mean weapons back there that can find this stuff. Once you get all the way through Tartarus with one, that's all the blood you're gonna get. For the time being, anyhow.
How am I supposed to keep track of which weapons I've earned these with, then?
I don't know, there's always the invention of writing stuff down. You'll figure something out.
There's always the invention of writing stuff down. You'll figure something out. I don't know why that was so funny to me. So I can unlock the shield or the spear. Or I could save my keys and hoard them. I was really 2 encounters short. Really? Really? That's it, Skelly. You're going down. Okay, but what do I do with Titan's blood?
Right in the vertebrae.
Other than hoard it. Fine, I'll read about Titan's blood.
I'm alive.
Deep within the unfathomable pits of Tartarus lies the remains of Titans who once ruled all between heaven and earth. Few traces yet remain of them due to the thoroughness with which they were dispatched in the war waged by their offspring, the gods who now reside upon Olympus. Yet those scarce traces do exist, and a terrible power rests within. Terrible power. Sounds like the kind of power I want.
Femur.
So can I...
Find air your whenever to get me out of here.
Secret stash. I want to know. I want to know, but also nobody spoil it in the comments because I will be upset. But I want to know. Anyway, I'm going to end this episode here. Boyos. Thank you all so much for watching. If you liked it, please consider liking and subscribing and leaving me some comments. They brighten my day. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.